we gonna talk about because Lee got the jersey on, so I just want to give Lamar Jackson his props.
Yeah.
He looked fucking good out there, man. It's the Jets. It's the Jets, but he looked great though. He looked great. He gonna get paid too.
Well, we all know like college or NFL, even not necessarily high school, but to win a game is always tough, especially week one. Like they could have went out there and whooped the Jets like they did, or they could have went out there and lost like the Colts tied, or even the Bengals losing to the Steelers. Again, Broncos lose to the Seahawks. You can lose these games, but for Lamar to go out there and come out the way he did, people forget last season before he got hurt, he had a team who had 3 or 4 running backs down week one or before week one.
Yep.
He was kind of in the MVP race in a sense. He was like a top 10 player. The Ravens were doing good. He got hurt. And season went downhill from there. But it's crazy to think. Like I just seen his record the other day. I think he's 35-12 as a starting quarterback. You look at Herbert, who's like probably he got 1 win this week, so like 16 and like 17 or some shit like that. Like just a bad record. And then it's not his fault necessarily, but Lamar has continuously won. He's done everything the right way. He's been like almost a role model to the Baltimore community. And he has an MVP. He has a league MVP, and he's not getting the respect from everyone on the outside, even the Ravens.
Everybody.
Like, pay the guy his money. Pay him his money. That's my thing. Like he's won for your organization. He's taking you out of the playoffs with no receivers. Think of any top quarterback you could think of. They have receivers. At least last season. I know Rodgers doesn't have no one yet, but like just top dogs. They look rough, man. They look rough. But
he's my fantasy quarterback. I want to punch that man.
I got my home.
It's looking bad. It's looking bad.
Just my thing. Pay the man his money, man. The Ravens. I mean, I'm only a fan of them because of him, but pay him the money, or we won't be the same. And I'm gonna leave wherever he's.
Dude, you're right. Pay Lamar. He's earned that money, but you know what? At the end of the day, Lee, I made the point. You know the point I made. You pay him that money, you doom your team for however long that contract goes.
But who do you have to pay?
So crazy about
who do you have to pay?
Yeah, I was gonna say on the Ravens, we don't really have like I mean, our cornerback Humphrey, he has a solid. He's a top like 3 or 4 paid corner.
Oh, Marlon's great.
Yeah, but I'm saying like we don't have like no big running back. We don't have a big receiver. Like we build off the draft in a sense too. Like our 2 starting receivers now, our 2 starting tight ends likely is a rookie and he's a baller. Even our backup quarterback,
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews is a dog. So
you're gonna want money.
Oh, you got to pay him. You got to pay him.
He'll get it. But even just 2 on offense, like within the next couple of years, I don't think that's the worst. And they've made it clear they're not going out to sign a Tyreek Hill at receiver or a top tier running back. Devontae. So
only time will tell on these things. But I mean, the highest paid player, like 2 things seem to not win the most or don't win at all. It's teams, again, the Rams, what they did last year was crazy. But I think you're going to see a little regression with their payroll being as messed up as it is. I mean, they'll still be a playoff team. I think they can still get it done, but I don't think they'll be as good as last year. But, MVPs and like crazy high paid teams in general, they're not the ones that are winning the Super Bowl or going. Like the Rams made like an exception, and maybe they could prove that stereotype wrong again. I mean, I think they could, but it's just kind of a pattern.
Patty Mahomes is getting paid.
His contract's a little.
He got paid.
It's long.
Like
it's long.
It's
pause.
He got paid. He did get paid that money after he won the Super Bowl. Pause.
It take about 4 years to get mine.
Are we back in college right now?
Right now, you didn't think I was gonna let him slide with that.
Oh shit! This nigga leave. Fuck. But one thing,
Mahomes,
man,
fuck it. What he got, like a 10-year? What he got? What Mahomes got?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah,
about
it's
10
like
years.
10 years, like 500 million or something. It's like 10 years.
But his
$500
guarantee
million.
not crazy neither. His guarantee not crazy.
I think what Lamar, man, he wants a fully guaranteed contract like Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
And it came out that the Ravens offered him 190 million guaranteed, which is the second most. I think Kyler Murray's like 182 or something like that. But Lamar, man, he's like, give me 232 million guaranteed, and I'm good. But the Ravens don't want to do that. So they're going back and forth, and I don't know who's going to give.
Yeah.
Bro, that contract was actually great that they offered him. I'm going to say shame on Lamar for not accepting it, because that contract was better than Russell's. And it had one extra year of attachment and more overall money, as it should. It's an extra year, more money, and more guaranteed money than Russell. And he still said to, get out of here with that. I'm like, that's kind of where it's like, dude, where does the greed end? Everyone talks about Tom Brady.
That's a good
Every year
point.
we see this.
That's a good point. So I always think of it's an athlete who's in the entertainment, the media right now. I think Ryan Clark. He always says he sides with the player, especially when it comes to money. And I understand your point fully, Jack. Like maybe greed, maybe it's not. I really think it boils down to you're worth something. When you're the quarterback is always the top paid. And it's not Lamar's.
For sure.
It's not Lamar's fault. It's the Cleveland Browns' fault for making the contract what it is. And I just watched the podcast.
Rodgers' fault first.
Rodgers' fault first. Like,
Rodgers' fault first.
I think on the pivot they were talking about it, and Cam Newton's thing. He was talking about it, but it was with the pivot cast, and they were just saying that like Cam was saying, they asked him, does he get mad that these quarterbacks are getting their money, Kirk Cousins, et cetera, et cetera, and he's just like, shit, for me, like, most importantly, all of us or some of us are either fathers or husbands, boyfriends, whatever it is, providers for their family. So he'll never hate, because these men are, they're worth something. They go out there and they provide, themselves, not even the service. They provide themselves for these teams. And like, to be a quarterback, we all know quarterbacks are predominantly white. They always have been. So I think that misconception or the like Lamar could seem greedy, but like he's not only following what the Browns did, he's following the trend of what the media is going to do. The league signing these bigger deals. They signed off to Amazon for Thursday Night Football. They're going to be signing with Apple soon for, I don't know what day would it be, but the market is just growing. And it's not these players' fault. It's, if you work at a job and your job is making X amount of dollars, and you have a little bit of say, like you a top dog in the company. If they getting 100 million, shit, I need at least 10%. Like, and I ain't saying he want 10% of the Ravens, but like, he is the face of that. He's the face of that franchise, and it's just the market. Like, it's just going to keep going. Deshaun's the highest. Who knows who's going to be the next? Maybe Lamar. And after that, it's going to be the next player. These TV deals are going to grow. ESPN, ABC, all this stuff. So he just follows the market.
What does the cap get raised to? What does the cap get raised to now? You got to raise the cap. But the whole point of the cap is, like, not every team has the same budget. Yeah. At the end of the day,
that's true.
The owners only have X amount of money. They only have, and they want to build a team to win. They don't want to build a team to pay a guy at the, it's also a business. And you're right. The quarterback does deserve the most money. But yeah, two things I blame: Aaron Rodgers and Christian Kirk.
Oh, Kirk.
What was that dude doing? Boy. Those two.
He destroyed the receiving market.
Bro, they destroyed all the
Granted.
market. They destroyed all the market.
He went for 117 yards this week. So give that man his fucking props.
Again, I saw it with the players, but when you see Christian Kirk get a 4-year, $80-something million, like
as a career number 3 receiver.
Yeah.
That's true though. That is true. Like, but I think he has the upside to become maybe a 1.5.
We'll see.
Yeah, more power to him.
Good luck.
Hey, but my thing is, man, before we head out, man, go ahead, give Lamar Jackson fucking $250 guaranteed. Blow Deshaun Watson out of the water. The NFL making money, so why not let Lamar Jackson make some money, man?